Alrighty, so there we go. Now it's my turn. It's my turn to tease.
No, it's my turn to tease.
No, I did the last story.
I just did.
So you had to tease. I did second and 2 and 4. You went first, and I did Tampa Urologist second.
Yeah, so you teased.
Oh, I did tease. Well, then you didn't do your fourth story, did you? No, you wanted.
I was 1 and 3. You tease. I do 1. You do 2. I do 3. You do 4.
Shut up, Scott.
Tell me if I'm going too fast for you.
I do. Could you slow it down a little, Coach?
No. This is a football.
So
okay, so where do we have new listeners?
I thought I teased.
No, you did last. I teased the show.
Okay.
You'll tease the next one. It's
where do we have new listeners? Australia and Brazil.
And Brazil.
But you can mention France. You can mention Russia. I don't know that we've ever done that.
Can I mention Ireland?
Yes. You can mention Ireland.
I don't want to now, but okay.
You redheaded stepchildren.
And you're giving me a hard time about the last show.
Here's a potato. What is it? Christmas?
By the way, if you're Irish and still listening, which I can't imagine why you would be,
I'm not
afraid. You can email Scott Combs with just one T.
Because why? I'm even wearing the color.
Because you're Scottish.
Yeah.
Too cheap to buy the other D. So if you would, if anyone would still like to listen, would you please like, subscribe, and or follow This Is Really News? Because we'll, probably need something for the defense case. To like, subscribe, and or follow, you'll find us on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Deezer.
In Europe.
Yep. Here would be Geezer.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true, as far as you know.
Headlines.
Nope. I'm not doing the corduroy pillow thing every time you say headlines.
Okay, I'm happy.
Of course, you could have got kicked by Bruce Lee, I suppose, with the corduroy jeans, pants thingies. Yeah. That would leave headlines.
Yes, it would. County to pay $250,000 to advertise lack of funds.
Heck of an investment.
Arranging a death of a loved one isn't easy.
If you know the right people.
It's also illegal. Cemetery residents making a comeback. So you've got that going for you.
Hang on. Does this mean they've been moving elsewhere?
It's just...
I mean, I've heard of gentrifying, but corpsifying? That's a little weird.
All corpsified and gross. Ooh. Anyway, one-legged man from Ames steals three-legged dog. And between them, they're going to have a four-legged race. Missing infant found in sandwich.
That had better be England.
Well, actually, no, it's Massachusetts.
Okay. That might make it worse. No, is there a Sandwich, Massachusetts?
I believe there is.
Thank heavens, because for a minute there.
I knew you'd get there.
Matt Perkins and his partner were in the midst of having a pool installed in their backyard. They've got a new home in Vegas.
Oh, cool.
Las Vegas. Or as we'd like to refer to it, Lost Wages.
Yes.
When police and crime scene investigators showed up in April, imagine their surprise. Hey, we're getting the pool. Cops, what? The Associated Press reports the pool builders had unearthed some bones buried about 5 feet below the surface. Turned out not to be human, thank you.
Oh.
They are those of a horse or other large mammal. They were not found in the sandwich. More important, they're not recent. Nevada Science Center research director Joshua Bonde, who said they're somewhere between 6,000 and 14,000 years old, dating to Earth's most recent ice age, which I believe we were supposed to have again back in the 70s, but somehow that petered out.
A horse in North America between 6,000 and 14,000 years ago.
Yes.
Fascinating.
Really? I mean,
because I was under the impression, and I could just be misinformed or ignorant, which I'd count on. But I thought the Spanish introduced horses to North America when they, came over and said, "Look, nobody's here. It must be ours."
Don't say that too loud, because I think most every place has gone through that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The area was apparently once a watering spot for wildlife in the Mojave Desert. So apparently the Mojave Desert wasn't, always desert. Bond says that U.S. laws give ownership of the fossils to the property owners.
Oh, my. They just paid for their house.
So Perkins is deciding how best to preserve the antiquities. If you're wondering, right? My astute financial guidance would be sell them now.
Yeah, exactly.
Sell them for a lot.
In your ignorance, sell them for, millions.
Yeah. You don't have to try for the $1 billion mark because that would be greedy.
That would be reaching. So, an HBO intern recently sent a test email accidentally to millions, and I mean millions of people, customers included.
Why didn't I get one?
It was an empty test email, and HBO did the right thing.
Really?
What they did was we mistakenly sent out an empty test email to a portion of our HBO Max mailing list this evening. We apologize for the inconvenience. And as the jokes pile in, yes, it was the intern. No, really. And we're helping them through it. All right. Here is a sampling of some of the things that are coming back.
Goody.
There are loving people saying, hey, kid, it's not so bad. Here's what I did.
Oh, those kind of stories.
These are called Dear Intern. Dear Intern, as a baby prosecutor, I was in charge of subpoenaing witnesses. I sent a subpoena to Officer Dakota to testify. Officer Dakota was a dog. He did not testify, but he was a very good boy. Dear Intern, as a young lawyer, I proofread a legal brief and filed it with the court. I caught a typo and blindly used the global find and replace function. Pro tip. Don't do that. My brief argued for the rights of the panties, not the parties. All 50 pages of it.
Well, that worked well.
These panties have rights, damn it. And I'm going to see that they get them. Dear Intern.
Hang on. Never mind. Go ahead. I'm over
Intern.
my panty lust now. Go ahead.
Dear Intern, in the first month of my new HR job with a major defense contractor, I sent out an email about shirt orders that included the division presidents and several corporate leaders. The title of the email, Your Shirt Misspelled, is in the HR office. Please pick up by close of business.
Oh. Oops. Nice to know we're not the dumbest beings on the planet. I guess we'd be in the top 10, though.
This is true, really news. Send email to TiTR@netradio.network.